Happy New Year. Welcome to the January edition of Special Olympics Rhode Island Magazine. My name is Henry Moretti, and joining me today is my good friend and the CEO of Special Olympics Rhode Island. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Henry. Henry,
Danny.
do you know 30 years ago you introduced me to Special Olympics?
That's right.
You were a board member and I came on the board for the first time 30 years ago.
I remember
It
that.
seemed like it was yesterday, but a lot has
It was
gone
in
by.
the late 90s.
The late 90s, yeah, when you
That's
and I got together for the first time.
That's right. We used to go to the hotel in Oregon for
That's
the
right.
board meetings.
That's right.
I told you, once you joined, you got hooked.
I got hooked, no doubt about it.
Denny, if you could describe 2021 in 3 words, what would they be?
Wow, 3 words to describe 2021. First word would be challenging. Our staff and our board of directors, we felt challenged every step of the way. Uncertainty would be the second word. We didn't know from day to day, week to week, what events we could hold, what sports we could provide.
Yep.
And the third one, I'm going to use something, I'm going to say optimistic. I'm going to say that we're looking forward to 2022 after 2021 and being optimistic with the hopes that January.
It gets better, so we're going to have a good 2022.
Well, that's what we have to be. We have to be optimistic, but
yeah.
We're working together with the board as the staff to prepare for a great year in 2022.
What would you say were some of the highlights of the year at Special Olympics Rhode Island?
2021 highlights. We were able to do some virtual summer games. We were able to provide as many safe opportunities as we possibly could for our athletes. It was difficult, I give credit to Chris Hopkins, his program staff, for continuously looking for and searching for safe opportunities like a walking club, like a hiking club. Whatever we did in a group setting, we adhered to the protocols of the State of Rhode Island Department of Health and Special Olympics International. So we had to take temperatures, we had to do contact tracing, we had to do a number of things, but we always had the cooperation of our athletes and our families to make sure we were able to provide a safe opportunity.
Walking Garden City was was a success when we all walked around Garden City.
Oh, celebrate the movement. Yeah, and that goes to on the other side of things is our development staff, Tracy Garabedian and everyone who worked on development. We raised a great deal of money so that we could continue to provide opportunities for our athletes and celebrate the movement. This was our second year. The first year in 2020, we raised about $170,000, and in 2021, we raised about $135,000. So that event has tremendous potential. I would like to see more of our athletes, more of our coaches get behind that event so that we could break the 200,000 mark in 2022.
We hope that happens. We hope to.
Yes.
What did we do with fundraising last year? Did it meet your expectations?
Absolutely. I think it exceeded all of our expectations. And I think because Rhode Islanders, for the most part, are very generous people. We continued to get donations. We continued to get corporate sponsorships. We continued to get foundation sponsorships.
And you have the same people ask you how can they help you to help in Special Olympics.
That's exactly right. So, when the need is there, people respond. And I really feel as though, and I know, it's because of our great athletes. Someone takes a look at Henry Moretti and takes a look at your life story, and they say, hey, I want to donate. I want to help other people like Henry be successful in their life, whether it's on the athletic fields, off the athletic fields. And because of that, I think fundraising was absolutely outstanding in 2021. But I think 2022 is going to be more challenging. I got my fingers crossed that the Penguin Plunge goes off and goes off well. But already I'm starting to see some problems within our budget. So we've got to work harder to get more individual donors, corporate donors, foundation support, so we can keep the organization moving in 2022.
What is our motto for 2022?
You know, we kicked this around a little bit in the office. I wanted something, a tagline to use throughout the year. And the one that I came up with, and I kind of stole this from Pontiac High School, so please forgive me, all you people at Pontiac High School, but they had something on the back of their shirts for Unified Champion Schools that said, "Together Again." And I think that's the theme of 2022. We want to be together again as an organization, bringing together our athletes, our coaches, our volunteers, our sponsors, our board of directors, our staff, together again with one common goal, and that goal is to provide our athletes with every opportunity that they rightfully deserve.
Can you tell me about some of your goals for the year, how the SRI staff will help you accomplish them?
You know, we sat down today and talked about summer games. You know, what is summer games going to look like in 2022? And things will change. Things will be a lot different than what we're used to. But I think that summer games has always been a priority. We want to provide as many athletic opportunities as we can. And we need to come up with a plan to bring our athletes back. You know, in 2019, before COVID hit, we had 4,000 athletes in this program. After COVID, we were down to 1,200, 1,300 participating athletes. We want our athletes to come back to the program, feel as though it's safe for them, so that they can enjoy the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, the friendship, and the love that comes out of Special Olympics.
What sports are making a comeback this year?
Well, the biggest sport always for us is basketball. And traditional basketball will start in the middle of January through February, and it'll culminate with a season-ending tournament at Providence College, February 26th. But we're also looking at, you know, some outdoor sports we haven't had. We haven't had sailing for a while. We haven't had swimming for a while. So I think we're going to look at those events, hopefully bring them back, but also realize that we have to put protocols in place to make sure that they're safe for all the participants.
I know things are better, but COVID isn't going yet. What safety rules do we have to follow as of now for sports and fundraising events?
Well, as we're now in January, and I think what we have to look at is mask wearing, especially when we're indoors, social distancing. We must continue to do all of the protocols that the Department of Health has outlined for us.
Make sure you have all your shots and everything.
And I think, Henry, you just hit on probably the most important thing. I'm asking all of our athletes, all of our coaches, parents, volunteers to get vaccinated. That's extremely important.
It is.
Get the booster. If you've already been vaccinated twice, get the booster.
Yep.
Because that's the only way you can safeguard your health and keep everyone around you in a safe
And I
situation.
carry my COVID card too when I go places too.
Very important to have either your COVID card, your recent test. All of those things are extremely important as we enter 2022.
What advice would you give athletes who are just getting back involved with Special Olympics Rhode Island again?
Well, I would ask them to get off the couch, start working out slowly, you know, maybe instead of, you know, running for a little bit, maybe start walking. Start looking at your health, start eating better, getting your sleep, drinking as many fluids as possible to stay hydrated. But I really think when it comes to working out and in preparation, that you really want to make sure that you're going slow and then build yourself up so that you know, you're in peak condition when you're ready to start competing.
That is great. I hope you'll come again on Special Magazine. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, brother.
We'll be back at more Special Olympics Magazine after the exciting messages.
Anticipation, dedication, competition, sheer joy. There are countless reasons why Christina is inspired to swim. In countless ways, she and hundreds of Special Olympics athletes like her benefit from the wide variety of programs we offer every day. Special Olympics Rhode Island. Inspiration for life. A sense of purpose, responsibility, self-respect, connections, pride in a job well done. Mike is inspired by his work for many reasons. And thanks to the programs of Special Olympics, he's an inspiration to many people. Special Olympics Rhode Island, inspiration for life. A love of nutrition, sharing, teaching, creativity, a genuine concern for the health of others. Many things inspire Megan to be a nutritionist for her fellow Special Olympics athletes. It's just one way she gives back to the organization that inspired her. Special Olympics Rhode Island, inspiration for life.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Rhode Island magazine. My name is Ian Shepard. Joining me today are Patty Davis from Yagu Valley and Michael Shepard, who is the director of alpine skiing for Special Olympics Rhode Island. Welcome to our show. Thank
Thanks,
you for
Ian.
joining
Thank you,
me.
Ian.
Mike, when will our outdoor winter season take place, and what sports will be offered?
So winter game for the Alpine program, it's going to start on January 18th, Tuesday night, and it's going to go every Tuesday night until March 5th, which is a Saturday, which is our winter games. So the Alpine program is skiing and snowboarding. And right now we have 28 athletes in skiing and 8 athletes in snowboarding. And also at the same time is cross-country skiing and snowshoeing, which is run by Alan Lucia. And he does a real good job with that program. So we do have a wait list for athletes to come into our program. And we encourage those athletes to go to the cross-country team so they can start getting their skills down, their techniques. So when they come to us, they're that much ahead of the program. So,
Yeah. Patty, can you tell me about the partnership Yagu Valley has with Special Olympics Rhode Island, and why is it important to you?
the partnership. Tracy Hartman, the general manager at Yaga Valley, she donates the facilities and rental for the athletes. So they can do their training every Tuesday night, and they can do the games on March 5th. And the other thing, I think the partnership is instructors that work at Yaga Valley also volunteer for Special Olympics, or they were past instructors. So I think that's the partnership too, you know, instructors and coaches, one and the same. And my son also is part of Special Olympics, and, you know, I work at Yaga, so I have a big, you know, investment in that.
Nice, thanks. Mike, what is the focus going to be on this year with alpine skiing?
So our focus, since, it's been almost 2 years, it's been almost 2 years since most of the athletes haven't skied or snowboarded. So we are just going to, the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're just going to get everyone back to where they were before. And then we're going to work on them from there, which is we work on their skills, their techniques, trying to get them to be a better skier or snowboarder. And we try to get every athlete to do the best they can at their ability. That's our focus, always has been.
Yeah. Patty, what are the plans for Yaga Valley this year? For example, the lessons and the adaptive program.
Okay, so we have our 5-week program, which begins in January, and we're also offering private lessons. Our 5-week program, we have put about 1,400 students out for the season, and then our private lessons, we hope to do more than last year, and we did about 500 a month. As for adaptive, we have 10 instructors that are certified to teach adaptive, and we do private lessons for adaptive whenever we can, whenever they come in the door.
Nice.
And to add to that the athletes on the wait list, we encourage them to take a private lesson at the adaptive lesson. That helps them, and it helps us.
Gets them started and ready, so when they come into Special Olympics, they got a good
Yeah,
start.
that way they're prepared and
Yes.
stuff, and they know what they're doing. Mike, how important are the coaches to the winter sports program?
So coaches in Special Olympics, they're just important in every sport, and especially the unified sports like skiing or snowboarding, where the coaches have to work with the athletes one-on-one, one-on-two, one-on-5. Without their dedication every week, these programs wouldn't happen. They're there, they teach, they want to have fun, but they also want every athlete to learn to the best of their ability. And I got to tell you, I have to give a shout out. I have a core group of people, Kevin Walsh and Linda Barber. They're the race committee. Carla Rucci Spencer, she is coaches. She does training for the coaches. And Don Groman runs the winter program, winter games program. And Joe Rogers and Megan Allman, they run the snowboard program. So that's the core group, and then after that, we have 30 other coaches that they're there every week, and without them, we couldn't make it work.
Nice. Yeah, and they work so hard to keep the program going instead of you doing all the work and stuff.
Yeah.
You have people on the side.
Can't do all the work.
Yeah. Patty, are there any renovations this year at Yaga?
Any renovations? Yes. We have put a new ramp at the entrance to Conan, the chairlift. It's an artificial ramp. And last year we did some stuff that a lot of people didn't see. We put renovated the gazebo, so it's an outside office for snow sports. All private lessons and programs go out at that area. And then they've done some stuff work to the patio and put more chairs, so everyone can sit outside and, you know, not have to go inside as much. And a lot of that happened, you know, because of COVID, but we're keeping a lot of it because we like it like that.
Yeah.
Well, snow making.
Snowmaking is the same. There's no new guns or anything, and we'll be making snow as soon as it gets cold. You know, you need the cold water and cold air and fan guns to make the snow.
Yeah, and plus the ground.
And
you
the
need
ground,
to-
the ground needs to be cold, and it's starting to get that way a little bit, and the pond water needs to be cold, and the air needs to be cold.
So that, we're waiting for that.
Yes.
Mike, how have athletes improved over the years?
So we had, just a few years ago, we had a lot of new athletes come in, never skied or never snowboarded before. And I think there was 8 skiers and maybe 5 snowboarders. And in those few years, most of those athletes are skiing from top to bottom at Yawgoo or snowboarding from top to bottom at Yawgoo. And I got to say, that's just a testament to the good coaching they get from all the volunteers. And also, our other skiers and snowboarders, we keep working on their techniques, trying to get them better all the time.
Nice. Mike, if anyone has any questions about our outdoor winter sports season, who should they contact?
Probably the best thing is call the Special Olympics office. Ask for Louise or Chris Hopkins, and they'll get a hold of me. And if they can't answer it, then I can answer whatever is needed.
Okay. We'll be right back after these exciting messages.
A sense of purpose, responsibility, self-respect, connections, pride in a job well done. Mike is inspired by his work for many reasons, and thanks to the programs of Special Olympics, he's an inspiration to many people. Special Olympics Rhode Island, inspiration for life.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Rhode Island Magazine. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Powers. Joining me now is my very good friend, Special Olympics Rhode Island athlete, Heather Wyrostek, and her dad, Frank Wyrostek. Welcome to the show, you guys. Heather, what team do you participate on, and what sports do you participate in?
I'm on the Bristol County Baysiders, and I participate in bocce, bowling, swimming, and shot put.
Wow. How long have you been a Special Olympics athlete?
25 years.
Wow. And Frank, how long have you been involved in Special Olympics?
Well, the same amount of time. We started together.
Awesome. Now, I understand you both will be participating in bocce at the USA Games in Orlando next year. Congratulations. How did you guys feel when you were selected?
Excited and honored to be participating in the games.
Nice. How about for you, Frank?
I was very excited and thankful for the opportunity that Special Olympics Rhode Island gave us to go.
Nice. It must have been quite a surprise for you guys, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really was.
Frank, when will the USA Games be held?
June 5th through the 12th, 2022,
Nice. In Orlando, so that's Disney, right?
on the Disney property in Orlando.
Awesome. Heather, how do you imagine the opening ceremonies of the games, in Disney? What do you think it'll be like?
Very exciting and a great opportunity to be a part of the opening ceremonies.
I can only imagine what it's going to be like for you. Frank, what does it mean for you to be participating in the USA Games with your daughter?
I'm very honored and grateful to have the opportunity. Not a lot of people have that opportunity. So when I was chosen to participate with Heather, I was very grateful for the chance.
Nice. And how about for you, Heather? What does it feel like to be participating in this with your dad?
Very grateful and honored, and I was very surprised.
Nice. How are you guys training for the games?
We go to we start going to a gym, and there's a personal trainer, and we're gonna start training in January
Nice. No,
With our bocce coach.
with our, yeah.
nice. Now, are you practicing the sport? How does that work?
We're going to go to an actual bocce court indoors
Oh,
with
wow.
our coach, bocce coach. He's setting that up now.
Nice. I don't know that much about bocce. I always thought it was an outdoor thing, but that's great that you'll have something inside that you can practice at.
Yeah, he found a place that has an indoor court, so.
Awesome. What are you both looking forward to most at the USA Games?
Participating in playing bocce and meeting new people and the opening ceremonies.
Nice. How about for you, Frank?
I think it'll be great to compete with the other teams from across the United States.
Nice. Well, I wish you both the best of luck. I'm very excited for both of you. And thank you very much for joining me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Be sure to tune in next month for another great edition of Special Olympics Rhode Island Magazine.